Hello and welcome back to the Tubs. Is it a post-game tub? It's kind of also a pre-game tub and also a mid-game tub because it is Game City on your Sunday evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it may be across the world. Welcome back to the Grey Cricketer, powered by Cred. Pez, I recommend, now as you know, you can pay any bill with Cred, any bill you like. I recommend if you haven't got a subscription service to access every single game of this World Cup, then I think you need to do that and you can pay that bill via Cred, because some of these games, man, some of these games are absolute belters. You know, I saw a tweet before from our friend that we've never met via the internet, Crick Crazy Johns, who said, this is the best T20 World Cup. Some people identify as men. Some people identify as women. He identifies as Crick Crazy, and I rate that. And he said on the internet that this is the best T20 World Cup. And you know what, mate? Hard to argue for me.
This is the game that we're doing around Bangladesh and Zimbabwe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they played. And can we kick off? He goes by just saying chaos reigned. Let's get straight into it. And before we do, and I want to extend what you were talking about there earlier.
Extend it, elongate it.
We've said it for 3 or 4 times now, but like I've got further World Cup fever, right? So when I watched this game, I was like, this is truly a World Cup. It almost started to feel like a bit of football World Cup stuff because it's the Brisbane hue. And I know I talk about this all the time, but it's the hue of the light.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, when are we ever going to see, now they're not heavyweights, but a well-matched epic between Zimbabwe and Bangladesh in Brisbane. That's some World Cup stuff.
Yep.
They brought their passionate fans, both sides. They have semi-final designs, as architects.
Yes,
And there's Aussie blokes there with the Kubras on, you know, chanting for Zimbabwe, and it was just starting to feel like the World Cup, you know. And then it's narrated by the best person, the best beer in world cricket, Pommy and Bangwa. When that bloke is in 5th gear commentating, like he commentates from the diaphragm, baby. Oh man, like it's I could listen to that all day, and I want to, Pommy.
Yeah. Who hit the 6 off the who was it?
It was Ngarava.
Oh, yeah, Richard Ngarava. He hit a 6 at the last over, and then Pommy goes, "Oh, Richard!"
Do you want to walk through the last over here? Because this is when all the chaos happened. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah.
So just leading into it, 30 off 13 for Zimbabwe. They always just felt a bit behind the 8 ball with it, but they were catching up. We've seen this story before. Then 26 off 12. Shakib bowled a pretty good penultimate over, I have to say. Went for 10, ran out Williams. It was a fucking great run out.
That was brilliant.
Leaving 16 from the final over.
Now, usually with Shakib, he just gets in a bit of a tiff with the umpire, then he kicks the stumps over. Not now. This time actually bowled the ball and turned through the stumps down. It was fucking brilliant.
You got to be careful doing things to the stumps that aren't particularly legal because you can concede runs off it. It's not a dead ball anymore. Yeah. Stuff like that. So
sometimes you can even conceive with them, as Axel Patel allegedly has.
Exactly. It's a very important thing in the game of cricket.
Where did he put it?
How do you do that, Daddy?
Where does that come from?
It comes out of the tummy. Now, Musaddiq Hussain is bowling. He goes. He's got to defend 16.
Speed dealer's on.
Yeah, speed dealer's on. Single off the first ball, and then Evans goes. So it makes it 15 off 4.
Yes.
Zimbabwe are in a little bit of trouble.
And Ryan Bell, friend of the show, is now at the non-strikers end.
Burley can't get on strike. He's 27 off 25. Couple of boundaries early, but struggled to get some strike after that.
Yeah.
Ngarava comes out. He swings the lux, and there's just a muddle of bat and ball and keeper and stuff. He somehow scrunts it through.
Yeah.
It's 4-leg buys.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 11 off 3.
I think it was actually runs. I think he swung so early that it hit like the back of the bat. Then he nicked it, and it just went like sort of over the keeper's shoulder sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then there's the big moment. Ngarava, and this is according to Pommy, and I'm not going to do the impression of it, but he's whacked it. It's gone miles for 6.
Mate, I was just trying to get some sleep ahead of never sleeping again ahead of some of these games that are coming up in the west side of the country. Not speaking of the West End.
That's right, or West Side Story, the musical, Jets and Sharks.
The whole World Cup's just clicked across the country.
That's right. They tried to get into the tournament, but they fell away just before the qualifiers, which were actually the start of the World Cup that half the teams weren't participating in.
I didn't realise the Greasers were trying to qualify for that.
The Jets and the Sharks and West Side Story.
But when Richard hit that 6, I was with Pommy. I was like, "Oh, Richard!" And if anyone heard me, because my balcony door was open, they would have thought I had a bloke called Richard over.
Of course.
And in many ways, I did. Yeah, I did. That was
we all did.
Yeah, dick.
We all had a Richard over at that time. So 5 off 2.
Hey, what's this going to be like at 3 a.m. when we're covering?
Oh, we're fucked.
India, South Africa at the end of that game.
We're cooked. Now Angarava goes again, but misses, and he's stumped.
Yeah.
5 off 1.
Yeah.
So it's back in Bangladesh's favour now.
Yes.
5 off 1. Blessing has to come in. Blessing Muzarabani.
Yes.
It's a great name
That
to
is
say.
very good to say.
Comes on strike. Bang, wicket. Another stumping, round the wicket.
Job
He
done.
needs a sick. Misses, stumped. Or is it Nurul the keeper? He's got it done, or has he?
Yep.
They're starting to bring out the fucking apparatus for post-match presentations.
mate, the fucking groundsman's on the field with a lawnmower. They had to turn around the lawnmower. I'm not sure what they were cutting, but literally.
It's wonderful conditions for mowing, I have to say.
Yeah. It was a great day to get out there. It was Sunday.
Believe me, clear skies. Sunday's good. You're not disturbing the neighbours.
Yeah, put the headphones in, listen to it, whatever you want. Maybe even this shit. Cut some grass. Cut your neighbour's grass if you like to.
That's right.
So they had to turn that fucker around. And I like it as well in Blessing's instance, and actually Richard's instance, 2 and 2 balls. They missed the ball by so far. But let me tell you, sometimes I like to dare to dream, Pez, and even if you just miss time one, if you miss Q one, if you just swing and a miss. But I like to dream about what if you connected though?
Yeah, of course.
Imagine if you connected. I mean, it could have been anything. Could have been possible. 10 or 12 or 15.
That's right. I think might have cleared the circle.
Little drop kick for one. Anything's possible. But they missed it by a fucking week and a half.
Yeah.
A week and a half. And, the keeper took the bails. A little too early. They went a little bit too soon.
So they had to go again, free hit. And the free hit kind of means nothing in a sense.
Not really.
Because it doesn't matter if he's out. It just counts as a ball.
Unless they hit it so high that it went for 3, or he was bowled and it sort of went down a third man.
Yeah, that's true. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Depending on who was playing, and he just misses again. So Bangladesh win.
It was such an anticlimax.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah.
I wanted him to go, and I wanted Pommy to just to go again.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted Pommy to go. Fuck, I love that guy so much.
Yeah. He might be my favourite.
Yeah. Hey, you want to say might? You don't want to be...
Yeah, I need to think about it.
Yeah, of course, that's fair enough.
I need to compile a list of men that I like.
You should do that. Yeah. It was Richard. Richard a minute ago.
Tell you what, he came right from behind.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about a few things that happened
what else happened in the game.
Yeah, well, Shanto batted well. Williams batted well too. Both one for Bangladesh, one for Zimbabwe. Look, just beforehand, you've been making comments about fielding coaches. Fielding coaches need a union.
Yeah,
this game. They need a union. They need a big old drink together.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They need to have a beer.
Mate, I thought in this game, Alan Donald was getting a lot of airtime.
Yeah,
his Bangladesh bowling coach. He was getting a lot of airtime. Which, I mean, it is safety. It is safety, to be fair. I'm not sure how the Bangladeshis feel about
I
Alan
don't know
Donald.
how Mark Atherton was feeling just seeing him all the time. So I felt like Mark Atherton was triggered. Atherton's like, there's no way he would have bowled full on this wicket.
No, exactly. It was. I was sort of in and out with the Bangladesh innings, but I watched the entirety of the Zimbabwe innings, and I just noticed how they bowled so wide to Zimbabwe, and they were just sort of flashing at it, and it struck me that both these teams, that how quick the Brisbane wicket is, and because when we watch our team play in these conditions, you can see how much of an advantage the bounce is, and I noticed that in Perth and especially in Brisbane as well. In the last 2 games, you can bowl wide, and then guys flashing it with a horizontal bat. It's Nick City. And that's what it was for Craig Irvine and Matavere as well. I didn't realize Craig Irvine was 37. That's nothing to do with anything. I thought. I mean, 37 to captain your side in the World Cup. That's fucking good gear. I respect that.
He always like to see an old dog succeed as well. 100%. You can't teach him new tricks, according to the
Unfortunately
saying,
so.
But he's captaining, so what new tricks does he need?
Mate, Finch has got 2 years in the bank. For Zimbabwe.
That's right. Going down the leagues.
Yeah.
Interesting blessing Muzarabani, 2 for 13 off 2. Wasn't brought
finish.
back. Yeah.
Didn't finish.
What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah. What is it? Sorry. Did you speak to Craig? Yeah.
He's not answering my text. Mate, you know what? Just selfishly, I was really willing Zimbabwe to win this game because Ryan's been on the show, our friend Ryan Burl has been on the show, and he was playing a pivotal partnership with Williams, thank you, at the end there, and they dragged it so close, and they were going into that last over, I thought they were winning, and then 2 balls to go, then Shakib Al-Hassan throws a stump sound. That was the turning point. I think the whole point of this game, I'm sure many people didn't watch this game, but it was such a fucking great game because of the crowd because of the closeness of the game and because of the games generally, just a few washouts and teams are doing shit in this World Cup. There you go. That's my take. Right, teams are doing.
No, but it's World Cup stuff.
It's World Cup stuff. It's
you're watching
fucking
two
good.
teams that care, that actually have chances to do things when they normally don't. Playing on grounds that you're not used to seeing them play on, and all their fans are there. And you can just feel the energy of that. Okay, there's 3,000 of them.
Ground's a little bit too big.
Finally put a game on without rain. You know, the Queenslanders stood up.
To be fair, I think that was like double the attendance of some of those Australia West Indies games in the Gold Coast.
Good point.
To be fair. So I'm really enjoying it. And there's games on there at the moment.
Just a note to Tuscan Ahmed as well, and the Fizz opening the button for Bangladesh. They had him 35 for 4 at the start, and the Fizz with 2 in the power play. And his name's Mr. Fizzer Rahman. But why would you say that when you can simply call him the Fizz?
Exactly.
What a fucking nickname that is.
100%.
Some good names floating around.
And when he got Raza out, who is usually the sort of the guy for Zimbabwe, especially in runs chasers. Wow. When he got him sort of short ball, tucked him up, and he sort of spliced it to square leg / mid wicket. It felt like that was done. But then, Zimbabwe, to their credit, dragged it all the way back. But yeah, the Fizz. I think Taskin was actually man of the match, player of the match, or crazy of the match, whatever we're saying these days.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like just on the fielding stuff as well. Like Zimbabwe would have dropped about 84 catches in this game.
Right.
Bangladesh had their fair share, and they had the bloopers as well. Did you see? Did you see Masadi misjudge the sliding support of the Gabba? He just went really early.
No, I didn't see.
He must have been kipping. But I got one in too, by the way, in case anyone's interested. Yeah, I got some sleep.
How many hours, boys?
Yeah. No, he just went too early with the slide, and so his slide completed before he got to the ball. So he looked like he wanted a full courtship with the ball before getting intimate with it. Yeah. And the ball had run off to the boundary, for an exciting affair.
Sure. What I wouldn't give.
What I wouldn't give for one as well, yeah.
All right, what are we talking about here?
Well, do you want to talk about is Group 2 taking shape, or isn't it? Or is it more cat amongst pigeons shit? Because I've got Bangladesh is still a chance of making it to the semis with this win. It's a bit tougher for Zimbabwe. Bangladesh have 2 wins from 3, but their next 2 games are against India and Pakistan.
Okay.
So that's tough.
Yes.
Zimbabwe have the Netherlands and India. They need to win both and get a couple of results. Pakistan, and this is where it's interesting for me.
Okay.
Pakistan, if they win their remaining games, they're about to bounce the Netherlands. Yep. They finish on a maximum of 6 points, right?
Okay.
And then there's a massive game tonight for every team, obviously, but for Pakistan.
Right.
So they need South Africa to lose to India.
Yes.
Then Pakistan plays South Africa.
Yes.
So Pakistan win that game.
Yes. They would then leapfrog South Africa. They would then leapfrog South Africa, and they would therefore then be in the box seat, right,
to be second. Except that in the final game, India plays Zimbabwe at the MCG.
Now we understand the game's almost sold out,
and if Zimbabwe beat the Netherlands, heading into that game,
right.
All Zimbabwe need to do to qualify is beat India at the MCG in front of a full house. Now, so India will be presented with a scenario that I've put out there, and it'll obviously go like this.
Right, okay.
Where India could knock Pakistan out of the tournament, remain top of the group by giving Zimbabwe a W.
Now, I've seen a lot of conjecture about KL Rahul. Will he keep opening? He may be opening the bowling in that game.
I'm just saying... Pakistan could surge home in this tournament.
Okay,
They could surge home.
Yes.
But that last game could be pivotal to them.
Right, okay. Wouldn't it be great to see Zimbabwe in a semi? That would give me a semi.
Exactly.
All right. Hashtag ASKTGC.
ASKTGC, he goes from Dream 1. He says, will the ICC ever put New Zealand in the same group as India in tournaments after what happened last year? Plus, New Zealand always wins against India, lol. Now, look, I don't really get this question, he goes, because my understanding is that the draw is done completely at random.
Yes. And
any strange anomalies like India always playing Pakistan, for example, is a coincidence, and anyone who thinks otherwise should immediately identify themselves to gallardyce@icc.com.
Different to S. Allardyce.
Cheers.